Tris, talk to me about iteration. We hear this term a lot. What does it mean? Give me some examples.
So iteration is just improving constantly. So trying to take a prompt or an interaction with AI and improve it iteratively, that is, by looking at the output, using that feedback to make your prompt better.
What's an example? What do you do?
So a good example of this is if you ask an AI for an image, let's say, as an example, you say, hey, I want a new logo for my team at work, right? And it builds you a logo, and there's maybe 4 of them. They all look a little bit strange, but none of them really fit your aesthetic. You say, well, actually, I want them to be in these colors. And so you ask for some colors, and still, there's an abstract one, there's a cartoony one, there's a very serious one, then maybe there's a line art one. You say, oh, the line art looks right, but actually I want it to be more coherent, I want it to be simpler. So you iterate on your prompt again. I want a logo for this team that conveys this idea in a line art style using these colors, right? And then you get some more options, and you keep on going, you keep on iterating until you get some logo choices that you might like. And I wouldn't generally recommend just taking the output of the model and literally using it as your logo, but as inspiration for a designer that could then go and actually build your logo. Say, hey, here are some of the things that we thought might be interesting brand representations for our team or ways of showing our team. I think that's a really great way of just constantly improving on a prompt until you get the kind of output that you want.
And I think it's a mind shift too, right? It's now a dialogue versus I give you a command, you give me something, and then we're done. This is you give me something, I get a result back, I might not like it, I fine-tune this a little bit, and there's sort of this back and forth that's going on.
And what's amazing about that is that we do that naturally with humans.
We do.
With each other, we're very forgiving. Oh, I don't know if that's quite the right color scheme, or maybe it should be bigger, or maybe whatever sort of feedback you might work through with a designer. But we haven't naturally done that with computers yet. And that's part of what's so exciting about this generation of AI, is that you really can collaborate back and forth on iterative tasks.